Okay, we are going up against Enel again, right? But now we get to do it with a Blurple Croc. So see how this one goes. I like our opening hand. So you may be wondering, why miss Wednesday? Well, because we figured if anything, she could just help us have active Dawn to use our events. I almost called them jutsus, forgive me. I used to play the Naruto TCG once upon a time. The browning kind of just makes me think of the jutsu cards. But anyway. What do you call it? Yeah, so that's like our idea. It's like, you know what? If we got a Desert Spotter to play, she can allow us to get the active Dawn to play that Desert Spotter. But respectfully, man, respectfully, I really wish they would like legitly come out with some proper support for each Croc. Like, let it make sense for that particular Croc leader, you know? So to be honest, it's like all the purple Baroque works is just for the purple yellow, right? I think I said this in other videos. And then but the OG blue and the second OG blue purple, it's like, come on now. They've been around for so long. Come on now. Let them get their opportunities. Swinging for 7. Play a Zoro. Okay, I guess they're deciding to take this. I mean, it's an Enel deck, so, you know, just take the life. Okay, they take Zoro. Hopefully we don't get hit with a Gadatsu. Speak of the devil. Oh, no, it didn't happen yet. Speak of the... Oh, no, that's just a Shirahoshi. Okay, look at all that hand. It's interesting how this game works, right? Especially if you have a build that can be defensive. It's interesting how just taking cards from life to your hand gives you this massive hand size, right? And then, like, a regular One Piece player can sit there and think to themselves, how? Or not necessarily a regular One Piece player, but like somebody using, you know, whatever deck, blah, blah, blah. It's like, how do you have so many cards and I'm over here with 4? Like, it's nuts. Okay, that was just to give us an extra Dawn. Attack for 6. Okay, now we know from here on out they're going to be playing defensively. And since we got a 0 event in our hand, we don't necessarily have to like be so cautious of putting Dawn on our 7-drop Croc. Okay, Gadatsu takes out the Zoro. Speak of the devil. Nah, I'm mad late. Too late for that. Forget that. Oh no. Wait, that's not an oh no. Because respectfully, if they are respecting the 7-drop Croc, they'll probably put something that's like a little garbage in life. They swing for 6. Yeah, that's our defensive option to be. No, don't get rid of this. I would get rid of Miss Sunday. I don't know what the player's thinking. Maybe they're thinking they'll just draw their way to whatever. That's the only thing I think of. Or we might need to build a more offensive board. Maybe that's what the player's thinking. So now we're at the Dawn state. That wait. Hold on. Count the cards in your hand. Play that. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna get to draw. Play that pudding. And yeah, I guess so. Why not? Attack pretty big. So now we do have a blocker and we have counter power in a technical sense. Hopefully they Okay, I guess they didn't expect the banish. Yeah, they didn't expect the banish. So hopefully we have enough to protect our 7-drop Croc. And then get a Miss Sunday on the board. Blocker, that is. That put-in play was real strong. It just is always a strong play. Because now their hand size is way smaller than it would have been. Ooh, rush. Wait, shouldn't I see like 7 Dawn tapped? I'm confused. Was I not paying attention? Well, they got rid of our Croc, which was definitely a threat to them. Okay, so we get a... Oh, okay, I see what's happening. And we get defense. Wonderful. You don't need the trigger. You're already going to be at your 10 Dawn. It's better for defense. Yeah. So I think I know what happened. They played that event that lets them like summon an Enel. So you guys can kind of get a grasp on the engine that we're going with. Figuring that, what do you call it? Having a bunch of 0 events to allow us to be more accessible to use our leader ability, since it costs no Dawn, just a card in hand. And then we're drawing 1. So in theory, it's like playing a 1 card for 3k power rather than 2 cards for 3k power. Now, if this is not a blocker trigger, we get the game. Or a trigger that would have gave them more life. Well, that's funny. Leave 1 up for Miss Wednesday. Ooh, look at that hand. Bricks. Alright, here we go. With another Enel Matchu. Yeah, 7-drop Croc, I feel like, man, if I could rewind the hands of time and just play in an older meta, and now that, it's like all of us, right? It's like, the more we've learned, right, the more we, like, realize, hey, wait a minute, this was better than we thought, and this did this, and this would have done, it's just so nuts. But yeah, that 7-drop Croc was, like, low-key way, and I get it. It was like, you couldn't, it felt like, Otama combos were just guaranteed and stuff like that. And then I remember it was like really trying to figure out how many 2K counters to use, and oh man, just those learning steps that we all took. It's just so funny because now it's like I definitely would have had 4 copies of a 7-drop Croc in the deck, and it's like, okay, you took 1 out, play another one. And then once things start going ham and cheese in the paint, it's like, oh, attach a Dawn, swing, play, defense, get that for free. 7K is way easier to protect than 5K. Let's go. Banish, swing, banish, swing. Everything else can attack your board. I can just keep going for face with 7-drop Croc. Zoro Draw is kind of funny. It's just like, you know what? I'd rather just ramp. And we just get that extra Dawn. We could play the Bon Clay and then still have like, oh no, we'll have like 3 active Dawn, I think. Well, basically, they want to swing and make sure they don't mess up that Dawn click. Or maybe it was a mild debate between Bon Clay or Miss Sunday. But low key, I probably would have went Miss Sunday. Because they're not big dropping yet. They're not going to big drop yet, right? And then Miss Sunday's 5K could kind of use her in the now. And then, of course, if you really felt the need to, you could just use Bon Clay as counter power. So we're in a position where we don't necessarily need our searchers, because we got our 7 drop. Oh, they just took that off the board. Okay, then. Is reject still allowed? What's going on? Well, I mean, it's in the game, right? So that we could do about it. And they just gave that banish. Why would you? No block. The searchers. Yeah, we got a draw engine now, so we don't have to worry too much. Oh, okay. So if we want, we could bottom deck the Kikunojo. With 7, yeah, that's actually not a bad play. And then we can draw again. So we're going to draw 1. Next turn, draw for 2. Well, we're basically going to scoop up all 3 of those cards. I really think that's good. Yeah, I would place on top. Oh yeah, put the 2K counter on. No, wait. It's the end of their turn. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. No, it does matter. You got to make sure you get the event. Yeah, as long as the event is in your hand when it's your turn, that's what's needed. Well, I can see the mild complication here, but you can just bottom deck the Kikunojo. What are we doing? Oh, we're swinging for a lot. Put some pressure. Okay, I respect it. Get some board developed. We can also afford to take life as well. 2K out of something easy if they're trying to play on curve. So in a perfect world, ooh, smart move. Because it's like either they get us to get rid of something. Yeah, like see, we just got rid of the 2K. Of course, not knowing what's in our hand, and then this attacks, and then it's like kind of fish with the lower thing to see what we do. Ooh, they just went blockers galore. Heh, that's like a nicer situation for our 10 drop. Well, yeah, we could just get our 10 drop developed. Just bounce 2. There's no need to swing. You're just going to help them cycle. End turn. And then next turn, especially as they try to reclaim that board. I mean, our hand is looking a little dangerous. We got 2 life. We got 1K counter in 2 cards. But if they want to redevelop their board, the most they're going to do is swing for 1. So, we're not in the worst situation, but it's a hairy situation. What we're going to need to do is definitely don up our Crocs, both leader and 7 drop. Play that event, get rid of something, and play our blocker. I think that's our optimal play for next turn. Okay, we just waiting on the Enel. There they go. I think it's safe to take, especially since we're gonna have a blocker and we're gonna reclaim board. No, I would say just take the 1. You're gonna play that blocker next turn. I mean, I get it. It is scary to get low on life, but you have the blocker. And then, respectfully, they probably would have to focus on your 7 drop when you swing with it. Okay, and that's a 2K counter, so that's even better. Don't use... well, I wouldn't use the trigger. I don't think there's enough going on to use that trigger. I would just try to draw into my my 3K counter event cards right now. Oh, okay. There we go. We got a wonderful hand. So, get rid of that Sanji blocker, I would say. Dawn up. Are you playing that now? Oh, okay. Dawn. That's perfect. We got the perfect ratio. And there you go, Mr. 1. He just pops up randomly. But yeah, with the events, the 0 cost events, don't be afraid to trash other events. You know, that's the kind of like the general idea. You just drawing, and trashing. And because 0 doesn't touch your Dawn count, obviously, you were not hurt by the lack of, how should I say this? Developing board, because that was one of the problems with this leader. It's like you couldn't really afford to develop board. Ooh, look at that, that's great. Because I ain't gonna lie, just throwing out our blocker out there like that was a little risky in my opinion. See, that would be a no target card right now. Oh, wait a minute, he just, oh no, okay, correction. I made myself nervous real quick, but our Croc's ability is going to allow Desert Spotter to be played for free. Let's see if they really want to. Okay, they're going to take. So even if they do another Yamato drop, there's nothing they can pop. And great, there's no trigger. Perfect. Yeah, so there's nothing they can pop. We have 2, 4, 6K counter power. Oh my god, there was something. Who plays that? Ganfall. That's bananas. Okay then. Well, luckily for us, we can still we got a defensive event, so we're like extra safe. And 3 Dawn, 7 Dawn, he probably doesn't have anything to gain a life, because that would have been priority, to be honest. So he probably doesn't have anything to help him gain a life. Either that or he thinks he can go for a game right now. That's probably what it is too. He probably thinks he can go for a game. That's an easy 2K out of that. I guess we're doing some mental math, because it's going to be 9. Yeah, leader swing would be 9. Yamato swing would be 9. We have plenty of counter power. Plenty. Good thing we didn't get the 3,000 worlds, right? Man, in the past, misplaying because our eyes tunnel vision on a good event when it should have just been defense. That's something to also notice when it comes to the evolution of One Piece players. Is like they know what time it is to start prioritizing counter power. You know, I just really remember seeing matches where people would keep the no counter cards because, you know, they want to play it. They want to play it and like get that board advantage. And of course it tends to cost them, right? Now it's just like, nope, I don't care. Throw this away. If it got no counter, I'm throwing it away. Now, the only other thing they could do is some weird rush card, right? And I don't think a rush is available. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's insane. We got too much counter power. And if we want, we could cycle and get the Sunday out of our hand. Potentially more counter power. I don't know what all the decision making is. Okay, get the Sunday out. And in theory, we got the same amount of counter. Now we have a legit handful of counter power. I feel like the Enel players should know that there's no way they're getting past this. And, oh my god. Now that I think about it, we just got a blocker. And we haven't used our leader ability yet. So, oh, okay. So you can just do that. Pump. And there's a pudding. We got a pudding too. Sadly, we can't draw. We got too many cards in our hand. We could have sacrificed the Mr. 1. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is GG at this point. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have fun with all the Croc decks. And trust me, we got actually way more matches. We actually have way more matches. I just didn't want to upload a bunch of super long videos and stuff like that. So you will see more Croc videos in the future. But the second factor to that is all the different deck ideas. That's another thing. The second factor was like all the different deck ideas that we have available. So when we have our final builds, that's when we do gauntlet matches. And yeah, expect gauntlet matches somewhat in the future. I'm not gonna say near future because there's so much we're working on, you know. But yeah, you're gonna see more Crocs, don't worry. Swing for 7. And of course the 12k swing is gonna give us the game. Kaido! GG. Subscribe.